I catch myself using ChatGPT for every single small task I have to see if my actual thoughts are worth saying. And it's happening to my video ideas too. I've got an idea, but I'm way too unsure to act on it. So I ask ChatGPT first. And then I get annoyed if ChatGPT doesn't know what I want to do, doesn't know my idea, and doesn't understand. You know how we all typed 1 + 1 in our calculators during a test? Just to be sure. It's like that. Except now we're not double-checking math. We're double-checking our own ideas to see if they're good enough. And the outcome? You stop believing in your own ability to assess the situation. You stop believing in yourself. Overthinkers, welcome. That's what I want to talk about today. All my life, I worked in hospitality. I never had a corporate job. So whenever I have to write a formal email, I run it through ChatGPT. I write the email, I write what I want to say, and I run it through it to match the tone, to make it more formal, to match the corporate language. That's what I used to do. But now, I don't trust my own content anymore. I don't trust my own words anymore. What if I get misunderstood by somebody working in an insurance company? So I run through everything. I don't trust my own words at all. Full on relying on the AI. And guess what? Then I get frustrated when it gets everything wrong. It doesn't even match the tone anymore. And it reminds me of you remember we all had this friend or family member or whoever it was we could go to. And we could talk to them. We could ask them questions. We went to them when we needed help. And they were there. Even if they did not know the answer, they told us. But they also gave us shit whenever we came to them with like some stuff that was just dumb. And they told us. They gave us the advice to say like, that's a bad idea. Don't do it. It was a trusted friend. But ChatGPT or these AI tools, the AI chatbots, they're not a trusted friend. They're programmed to sweet talk you. They're programmed to always agree with you. That's more like the weird uncle that went to an anti-mask protest during COVID. You would not go to him for medical advice, or any advice for that matter. You know you're getting not a good answer. You know you get like some weird facts that are not true. Kind of an AI chatbot. They sound nicer than your weird uncle, to be honest. But it's the same outcome. You get weird answers that are not really based on facts. But we don't really think about that when we're using these chatbots. Because it got trained on the whole internet. Yeah, also on the bad bits, but also on the good bits. That much knowledge, it has to know the answer. There's no way it cannot help you. Better ask it. Whatever you have written, it can probably make it better. It has to. And the outcome is you don't trust in yourself anymore. You don't trust your ability to come up with good decisions, with good texts. It's lost. Not at once, but slowly. Bit by bit, it gets chipped away. And because it's happening so slowly and so gradually and with such nice language from the ChatGPT bot, you don't even notice. But after a while, bit by bit, it chipped away all my judgment of my own abilities. When I looked at myself in the mirror and was really, really honest and asked the question of, do I really not know this? Am I really that bad at writing texts? Am I really this bad at making decisions? That cannot be. I realized using ChatGPT for every last bit, it gives you the illusion of being productive because you're doing something. you're working on a problem, you're working on a text, you're always improving a little bit, but you're never there. It will always answer something and say like, hey, this could be a little bit better. And the more you do it, the more happens in that chat. It will forget the first part of that chat and will use wildly some different metrics at some point, and you will never have a good ending. You will never have a finished product. All it does, it gives you like a fake sense of being productive. It gives you a fake sense of working on something. But all you do is distracting yourself from actually doing the work. What it's really good at in this scenario is making you doubt yourself, because there's always something. And you don't even write the actual text anymore yourself. You just say like, hey, you wrote this earlier, and you copy a part that ChatGPT wrote earlier and then asking a question about that, and then it changes that in something else. Basically, the roles are switched. You're just the dumb machine in that scenario. And you're not creating anything of value anymore. You're just repeating stuff and get deeper and deeper in this rabbit hole of doubt. After I realized that for myself, that all I was doing was avoiding commitment, was avoiding actually working on me, working on myself, working on my creative outlet, which is this channel. It's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be creative. I stopped. I canceled my ChatGPT Pro plan, and I really basically made it as hard as possible for myself to log in, even the free plan. Kind of like, I'm almost addicted to it, and I need to stop. I saw that. Ask yourself, are you really productive? Or are you just like the illusion of being productive? What are you really using ChatGPT for? To make your work easier? To save time? To be more productive? I mean, we all want to be lazy. We all want to save time. But for the most of us, that's not happening. And trust me, I like that feeling of productivity. We all do. You know what feels actually better than that feeling? Really being productive, trusting yourself that you're capable of doing something, and then really delivering and producing something of your own. That feels really good. That is being productive. That is bettering yourself. So next time you use ChatGPT, wait a second, take a breath, and ask yourself the question of why. Why are you using it? I'm not here to stop you from using it. I'm not here to saying it's bad. I'm not against technology, even though this whole thing felt a little bit like the Simpsons meme, like old man yells at cloud. I'm not against it, but be clear why you're using it. Have a wonderful day and see you next time. Take care.